What's going on, everybody? So today I wanted to share some tips that I have learned over the 5+ years that I have been streaming that I think have helped me out incredibly. This is mainly going to be for people that are just getting into streaming or maybe new to the streaming scene. I want to be able to help you guys out as much as I can from what I've learned personally. So these may be different from what you've heard in the past. It may be different from what you've heard from another streamer friend. This is all from my side. So I've been on Twitch for about 5+ years. I've been inconsistent in some points, but the past 2+ years have been just tremendous growth and just a lot of consistency. And it didn't come easy. There's a lot I had to learn and go through during this time. Really quick side note, if you guys aren't subscribed already, please go ahead and press that subscribe button down below. I'm going to be trying to post a lot more frequently. My main gig is Twitch, but YouTube's looking pretty nice lately. So please just take a quick second, subscribe if you like this video so far. But let's get into it. So tip number 1 is definitely be consistent, but don't burn yourself out. I see a lot of people who burn out from streaming after just a few days of being live. Even people who have just started streaming, they've been live for a couple days, they're getting into things, they like it, they burn out. It happens to the best of us. It's happened to me so many times, it's not even funny. I definitely think taking time in between your stream days is extremely important, and I'm going to get into that a little bit more on some of my other reasonings. But don't stream 24/7. A big thing I see a lot of people do is they think, oh, I'm going to put content constantly on the internet. I'm going to be streaming 7 hours a day, 8 hours a day for just 7 days a week. Don't do that. It's not beneficial in the slightest. You grow more while you are offline. And again, I'm going to get into that in another thing, but for now, just stick with me. So yeah, sure, you may be live for 8 hours a day every single day and gaining followers, but what happens when you're offline? Nothing is happening while you're offline. Your channel is stagnant, it's just sitting there. And in the meantime, while it's stagnant, you're burning yourself out, you're dealing with other life things. You may have a job, you may be going to school, a family. There's so many factors to it where you just should not be putting yourself into that situation every single day. Getting right into advice, piece number 2 actually goes hand in hand with that. On those days where you're streaming just constantly, you're not working on other platforms. What about uploading to TikTok? What about uploading a new YouTube video? What about just hanging out in your Discord with like your community or even just your friends and playing games? Establishing those relationships and those connections on other pieces of social media is extremely crucial. One thing that I'll say, if you guys aren't utilizing Twitter, you've got to do it. There is so much room for growth and opportunity having Twitter. It's incredible. And I'm not just saying throw around random tweets. Sure, you can do that. But finding other communities and other content creators that you can just collaborate with, you can interact with and build genuine friendships with is extremely important. So don't just stick to one platform. Don't just stream 7 days a week. Utilize the other things that you have. Personally, from what I do is I stream every other day. Some days I'll take 2 days off in between, but on those other days, I'll be working on a TikTok, even if it's just the one thing I do for the day. I'll be planning out tweets. I'll be planning out stream ideas. I'll be recording a YouTube video. I know I'm going to be streaming tonight. I'm recording this on the same night as I'm streaming, but it's not going to go live for like another day or 2. I'm planning my content out, and that's extremely important. Even if it's just taking clips that you had gotten from the night before and posting them on Twitter or other social medias, that's still using your brain and getting good growth and good use out of that stuff. You may have a super funny clip, but who's gonna see it with it just sitting on Twitch? Post it on other social media platforms for people to see. People may be interested and they'll come to your stream off of that. I'm not just sticking to streaming on Twitch, I'm pushing stuff out on other platforms. So more eyes are able to see me and more people are able to come back to these videos later. And it's not just paused growth. Someone can find this like 3 months down the line, think it's helpful, subscribe to my channel and go to my Twitch to see what I'm doing. And that right there, it speaks for itself. I can spend a day filming a few TikToks. That can get discovered like a week down the line and people can click my link in my TikTok bio and come to my Twitch channel while I'm live and see what I'm doing. That's growth right there. You don't want to just mainly stick to just streaming on Twitch 24/7. A little thing, I want to get more into Twitter here. I know it can be a little bit weird starting to get into it, especially if you're making a fresh profile, but I promise you, even just finding topics that you may like and following mutual people that game, people that make content, just starting to comment on their stuff, interact with their stuff. I've seen this a lot, and I feel like a lot of people will most of the time try to check out your stuff too if you're providing them support and you are having genuine interactions. And of course, I'm not saying go out and force yourself to do this. You don't want that. It's not genuine. It's not going to help you. And people see through that stuff so fast, it's not even funny. Trust me, we notice. But thinking that you can be on this solo road just posting content on Twitch or YouTube and not doing anything and not interacting with anyone, it's not going to work. Build those friendships and build relationships where people support what you do. It boosts your stuff, it spreads word, and people get to know who you are from this. That's definitely one of the most important things I'd say, is just make friendships and reach out to people. Another huge thing, this is probably going to be one of the biggest things for new streamers especially. Guys, please, 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 when you're first growing and you're just in between the 0 to 2 to 3 viewer range, if a company reaches out to you or you reach out to a company about partnerships or sponsorships and you get that, it seems like it's a huge red flag. Most of these companies are going to try to take advantage of people who are new to streaming. They're going to give them affiliate links. You're not even going to get any product out of it. It's not going to do you well at all. They're just using you so they can make money off of you, and it's not worth it in the slightest. Please read in to what you're getting into or what you're being offered. Reach out to other people who may be a part of it. I promise you 8 out of the 10 times, people are not going to be opposed to answering questions just off of you being curious. So ask questions, read around, read reviews, do all you can before you jump into things. I can think of about 5 bad sponsors or affiliate programs that they're not good. They're not good in the slightest. A lot of these streamers will just jump at things because it's like, oh, I'm going to have this affiliate. I'm going to have this sponsorship. This is adding to my resume. It's not. It's not helping you in the slightest. So don't jump into things, especially when you're low on numbers and everything like that, because it's red flags all around. I didn't get reached out to until I had like 15 or 20 average viewers, honestly, on Twitch. And even then, I was already established on Twitter. I'm starting to get into YouTube at this point. It just doesn't happen out of the ground. Like, GFUEL's not going to reach out to you at 3 viewers, 200 Twitter followers. It doesn't work that way. So take time to grow. Focus on your content and grow yourself naturally before you reach out and try to get these sponsorships or affiliates. Number 5, my biggest thing that I can say is content creation is not a race or a rush against anyone else. We're supposed to be growing together, and that just goes back to my other points. Reach out to people, play games, collaborate, do everything in your power to make relationships and connections within this scene. But this definitely leads me into my next point. Don't overlook everything else that everybody's doing. Focus on you. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. It doesn't matter if some 14-year-old's getting signed to FaZe or 100 Thieves. Cool. They grinded. They won tournaments. They won championships. They're making money. That's what they are doing. Do you hear the word you in there at all? You need to focus on what you're doing. You need to focus on your content, and you need to focus on your life ahead of anything else. Honestly, cool. It doesn't matter if this dude's getting into 100 Thieves. What are you doing for yourself? How is your content doing? Once you start looking at what you're doing and what you can improve on, that's when you are going to be successful. Once you start looking at what other people are doing and trying to copy that same thing, thinking that you're going to get growth out of it, you're not going to get anywhere. Like I said before, think about how many streamers and content creators there are. Think about how many people are doing this or that. How can you be different? How can you look at yourself? Of course, sure, if you want to play a game that another person has played, or if you have a content idea similar to someone else, go ahead and do it, but add your own touches to it and market yourself in a different way. This scene does not like copycats, and I can promise you that 100%. People are looking for that unique experience that's just different from any other streamer. I've had so many people compliment my stuff because I do things a little bit different on my channel. On top of being a variety streamer, which is kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. I do like retro games. I do movie nights in my Discord. We launch merch drops. I post like my artwork sometimes. Like I do so much more than just stream and tweet that I'm going live. I try to interact with the community that I've already built up at this point. I try to do cool things for other people, especially my community on top of that. And I feel like once I started building this community, it became a hub of where everybody knows one another, and that helps my name get out more. People know my name, it's spread between friend groups or other content creators, and that's how you know you're starting to get somewhere with this. It's not just a matter of self-isolating yourself, doing your own thing. You need to reach out. You need to do the most that you can. But again, going back to my other point, don't burn yourself out at all. Don't force things people can tell right away. Do what works for you, and I promise you will become successful in your own way. It's not a race. Take care of yourself. Jump out of your comfort zone, do different things. I'm not even kidding. I never thought that I would be on TikTok or anything like that. I have this video just lingering on my profile for anybody to watch. It's out of my comfort zone, but I got a laugh out of my community, my friends. I posted it on my Twitter and a lot of people responded just like positively to it. Don't be afraid to take leaps. People may judge you, but that's not you. You know what you're doing. Don't listen to what other people say. As long as you are comfortable doing it and this is what you want to do, then do it. And being a content creator isn't the easiest thing. I can 100% say that for certain. And it's not for everyone. That's the harsh truth. If you're getting burned out or you're getting discouraged easily, if you don't try to switch things around and make things work for you, don't force yourself to do it. I'm not saying quit on the spot, but take breaks, do what you need to get yourself back into a good position. You don't want to mess with your mental health at all. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say for anybody just getting into streaming. I've got a lot of other topics that I want to cover in later videos, but I wanted to start off just by making this one. This is pretty much everything that I think about when giving my friends advice when they're starting out streaming. And I've had a lot of people come back to me with good turnaround, good feedback. I've had friends who have streamed 7 days a week for 6 hours a day, turn around and jump to 2 or 3 days streaming, putting YouTube uploads up instead and doing TikTok and just focusing on social media, and they've had tremendous growth. You don't want to be stuck in one place forever, do you? You want people to get excited when they see your name on collaborations or hear your voice in Discord calls, stuff like that. And change what you are doing. I promise you, you can make it. Thank you for watching the video, guys. And really quick, huge shout out to GFUEL, SteelSeries, and DigitalStorm, my amazing sponsorships. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. And again, huge shout out to my community. You guys know how I feel about you. I love you guys. If you found any of this helpful, again, please remember to just like the video and press subscribe. I'm going to be posting more content like this, hopefully, just so I can help you guys as much as I can. Also, if you found any of this helpful, drop me a comment. I want to give you guys some love back. What are you going to take from this video? What are you going to make changes to benefit yourself in the long run? Let me know down below. Other than that, guys, have a good rest of your days.